Hello friends and potential friends. Well, another farm project. We had this old building out in the what I call the mini forest. Bunch of trees over here on the north side of the property. And it's been kind of dilapidated for a while. And sometime this winter it kind of fell over a little bit, leaning on one of the trees. So I decided to come out here and start taking it apart. I worked on it a little bit yesterday and got all the boards off the front of it. Well, most of them. A few bigger ones I need to move still. But I need to get this roof off of it because I'm not willing to climb in there while this roof is still up here. There's a bunch of stuff in there. It looks like its most recent life was a combination of storage and playhouse. I found a couple old purses in here, children's purses. All kinds of old dishes. There's a couple sets of skis there. And all kinds of old stuff. Glasses and plates and jars and stuff like that. But I'm mainly interested in getting the old Barnwood off of here. Because there are some nice boards there. And they've been on there for probably 100 years. I'm guessing at one point this thing was built for animals, especially considering that it's quite a ways away from the house. Back here you can see it's right in the back corner here. Nice area, nice and shady. Supposed to get hot today, so I'm going to be working in the shade as much as possible. And this is kind of a mundane, boring project, I guess. I'm not sure if this will ever become a video, but it is what I'm working on today, so I figured I'd give it a shot, see what I get recorded, see if it's any worthwhile. But probably a multi-day project. I put a few hours into it yesterday, and I'm going to try to put a few more hours into it today. See how far I get. But I'll bring you along, and if it turns into something I can make into a video that someone might be interested in, I'll go ahead and put it together and get it up for you. Well, that might be the end of this project. Hammer broke. Couldn't handle all the nail pulling. I need to go see if I can find me a new hammer. Well, welcome to the Wonder Ranch. Looks like I might be back in business. Just look around this place and you never know what you're gonna find. This thing's probably been laying out in the field for the last 50 years. It's good and solid, heavy-duty steel. A little bit rusty, but it might hold up a lot better than that little flimsy fiberglass hammer I brought with me. So I guess I'm back in business. Well, I'm making some progress, albeit slow. Got maybe 4 or 5 feet of the roof taken off on this end, along with a couple extra rafters. It's taking a lot of time because I'm trying to pull the nails so I don't leave nails laying all over the place, even though there's probably millions of nails already laying all over the place. Those boards you see right there are the back wall. Look like 1x12s, old Barnwood. I intend to salvage as much of that as I can. A lot of these rafters are not really worth keeping, but I I've already filled up 1 can of nails, and I'm on my second wheelbarrow full of the shingles, which we will probably never use again. And when I say I'm pulling nails, I'm not pulling all of them, because they used a lot of nails in some of this stuff. That is going to take some work to get all of them out. That can say wait for later. Still kind of concerned about the structure, because I think this guy right here is holding the whole front wall up. Another one down there below it that is, looks like it might still be attached at that end, but it's probably not producing much structural strength. And I don't really want that thing falling down on me while I'm anywhere near it. This is definitely going to be a multi-day project. So I'll let you know what happens. Well, getting close to 5 o'clock, and Mom says it's time to quit. So I gotta listen to Mom. I got about close to 8 feet off of that roof, plus a few of the boards off the back, and that's really what I'm after. Nice old aged barnwood. Still a lot more to go, so this is going to be a long video. Well, day 3 of the building deconstruction job, and I've made a lot more progress today. Looks like I am over halfway there. Got a lot of the rafters pulled out of this end of the building. Most of the shingles off. I went all the way to the far end with the shingles, and then I performed the impossible. I pulled one shingle off that had a yellow jacket nest attached to it, and I didn't get stung. So I have to get the spray for them guys. But it's quitting time again, so I'm gonna head back in, cool off, take a shower, and maybe hit it tomorrow again. What is this, day 4 I think? I didn't quite get it finished. Got just a little bit of, about 2 feet of the roof still. Just one roof rafter left up there, a few shingles, a few sideboards, some of which are pretty big. And I guess that must have been a bed or something at one time, but check this out. Ain't that straight out of Frankenstein's lab? That's something else. But it's after 4. I've got a good collection of barnwood over there. Good collection of other wood that I've taken out of this roof. And my wheelbarrow is full of shingles again. Plus I almost filled up my 3rd can of nails. So it's quitting time. If it's not too hot tomorrow, I'll get back at this, but we got a few hot days coming up, and we'll see how that works out. But that's it for now. I'll pick it up whenever I pick it up again. Well, I think this is day 5. Got it down to bare bones. Got the rest of the roof off this morning, and the boards off that far end. Now it's just a matter of taking the framework apart without hurting myself. Got a good supply of wood to go through too. We're going to get a lot of good lumber out of that. But I'm going to get it done hopefully, if it doesn't get too much hotter. Well, all the structural beams are safely down. Most of them piled up over there. Few more piles I gotta go through, but now the fun part begins. I get to go treasure hunting. And there ain't no telling what I'm gonna find in here. For example, look at those rusty old cartridges. Been in here forever. Along with being a playhouse, this may have been a hunting blind, because back in here I tend to find a lot of spent cartridges. And over here, there's a whole pile of them. Yep, Idahoans do like their bullets. Whoops. What's this? Uh-huh. An old pipe. I wonder what they was smoking in that. Probably wasn't tobacco, because contrary to popular belief, not all Idahoans are against the wacky tobacco. Of course, you can find that out just by driving down to Jackpot, Nevada and counting the Idaho tags in front of the local pot store. Old jars, plates, cups, bowls, you name it. And if I start digging in here, I really have no idea what I'm going to find. But it will be interesting, and that's for another day, because my chore now is to sort and move this lumber to a more permanent storage location. And that's going to be boring even for me, so I'm not going to subject you to that. So let's wrap it up now, and I'll see you next time.